Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. 616 Reviews here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Olight Odin. This is the full size, not the mini. First, before we start really quick, I bought this with my own money on their Black Friday sale. This was not given to me for a review or anything like that. This is my own purchase and all my own opinions about it. So let's get started. Again, the full size Olight Odin. Max throw of 300 meters, max lumens of 2000, nothing on either side. And I'll let you guys kind of read this stuff on the back if you like. So it is IPX8, waterproof, and impact rated to 1.5 meters. So inside the box, you're obviously going to get the light itself, which does come in some foam here, so it's pretty well packaged. You're also going to get, there's an Allen wrench with a couple of spare screws in there. You're going to get two small zip ties for the cord so you can zip tie it to the rail on your rifle. Then you're also going to get the mount for a pick style rail system. And then you're going to get the magnetic pressure pad, which we'll talk more about later. And then here is the user manual. So what am I looking for? This. You guys probably want to see this more than anything else out of here. And then, I don't have it on the table, but you do get an MCC3 charging cable as well. Here we go. One of these guys right here, the MCC3 charging cable. I'm going to push most of this off to the side here. Get that out of the way. Let's talk about the light itself. So, pretty simple. There's no side button or anything. You have the mount, which goes into here, which we'll talk about in a minute. Here is the front, not a crazy bezel or anything. You've got a push button on the back. You soft press for medium and hard press for high, or actually soft press for low and hard press for high. There's no medium mode really. It's pretty standard tail cap, and then it also has the spot for the magnetic lock of the pressure switch there. So overall, it's a pretty good size light. I don't know exactly how long it is, but it's pretty good size. It does run off a 21700, so the body itself isn't much wider than one of those, but it looks and feels pretty good in the hand. Now, as far as attaching it to your rifle goes, it does come with this right here. So this portion attaches to your pick rail. So example, it would go like that. Now to attach it, you do need to remove these two screws here. This will open up, put that on the rail, tighten the screws back down, and then to actually attach the light, you simply slide it into the slot and it locks into place. Then you push this button on the side and it will release. And if you notice, there is space on either side. And again, we're locked into place. Push the button and hold it, and it will release. So what's nice about this is that it will let you pretty much mount it anywhere, right? So if I have this laying flat on the rifle, I can have the light facing this way or this way. And if I, again, still have it flat, but just turn it, I can now mount the light on the other side. If I have it, say, on the side, I can either have it hanging directly off the side, or I can flip it up and mount it here and kind of have it up in this top corner-ish right here, right? Now, I do wish that this was M-Lok style instead of pick. I have the M-Lok one from the Odin Mini attached currently, and this does fit in there just fine, stays in place. And I think just M-Lok is more modern. There's a lot of stuff using it nowadays. So having an M-Lok mount would have been nice, but overall, this isn't the end of the world, I suppose. And I'm going to talk about the pressure switch really quick. So it comes installed in this kind of holder for it, and you can see it's got kind of a pick rail pattern on the back. All you need to do is take that and press that onto the top of the rifle, and it will just snap on there. It's kind of a flexible rubber, and it'll just attach on there pretty easily. And this is magnetic, so it just attaches to the back of the light, and then you can lock it into place by pushing it forward. So it's unlocked right now. Just push it forward. That'll lock it into place, and it will no longer come off. And just pull it back, and you can pull it right off. using the actual pressure switch itself, you can press and release for constant, and it goes straight into high mode. And then if you hold, it's momentary, and again, straight into high mode. There is no option to bring this thing into the low mode. It's only the press takes you right into high mode. So I had the same kind of, I guess, complaint with the Odin Mini. I don't know if it's possible or not because I don't know exactly how these work, but if there was a way to make this switch do both the low and the high mode that this light could do, that would be very nice. So if you have it normally installed like this, you push the button for high mode. If you suddenly really need some light, if you need just a constant low amount of light, it's really easy to pull the pressure switch off and just soft press, and there you can get your 8 hours of constant low mode. And then while that's on, you can press it like normal to go into high mode. So doing it that way isn't necessarily the end of the world. It would just be nice if this switch did both. All right, so I did take a minute to attach this mount to the top of my AR pistol. So the pick rail up there, this is attached. It's very solid, not moving around at all. And so I'm gonna take the light, slide it into place, push it back until it locks, and now it's not going anywhere. If I press this button on the side, trying to do this through the camera, as always makes things difficult. There we go. Pull it out, and if I want to, I can move it to the other side and have it there just like that. Again, very solid. And I've got the pressure plate installed, so I can just put that on, lock that into place. That is not going anywhere, and I can just push that to turn the light on or off. And like I said earlier, it does mount like normal to the Odin Mini M-Lok mount there. So that's on there. Switch going up to that. I would obviously move this more forward, but it works well just like that. All right, guys, so we're out in the backyard here. I'm currently lighting it up with the Olight Marauder 2, which I do also have a review on if you want to check that out. But right now I'm just floodlighting kind of the backyard area on the deck so you can see what you're going to be looking at. So here's the full-size Odin on the low mode. You can see most of the tree there. You can see almost all the deck, the railing in the back, some of the trees behind the deck, that type of deal. As you can see, it's a pretty tight spotlight pattern. There's not a whole lot of flood to it. We're going to turn on the high mode here, and now, again, this is 2000 lumens, so you can fully see the trees. You can fully see the deck, the fence behind the deck. You can really see everything, even up into the neighbor's trees. You can see pretty clearly. Now we are at the creek behind my house. Again, I'm flooding it out with the Marauder 2, giving you guys an idea of what you're going to be able to see. So you can see the other bank, you can see some of the trees on the other side of the bank, and then in the upper right, you are able to see downstream a little bit, or actually that's upstream. So we are now on low mode with the Odin. You can see some of the trees over there a little bit. You can also see the bank over there. The video is a little dark. In actuality, you can actually see it fairly decently. Turning it on high, you can definitely start to see the trees over there. And if you look in the kind of upper right there, upstream, you are able to see even the bank upstream a little bit more, but you could definitely see across very, very well on this high mode. Alright guys, so we're going to wrap up the video here with just a few kind of final thoughts. I really like this light a lot. Honestly, I like the size of it. I like the light level. I like the runtime. I like everything about it. Besides this, I do wish this was an M-Lok style mount like the one that the Mini comes with here. So my current plan is to either run this with the mount that I got from the Mini, but I don't really want to do that with this because this is the gunmetal gray one, and I like to keep that with the gunmetal gray Mini. So I'm going to try to find an M-Lok mount just for this and try to get it in black to match as well. Otherwise, I will either make it work with this or I'll decide to use that. So if this was M-Lok instead, that would be fantastic. And again, if there is a way to make this do both modes, that would be super awesome. But overall, I'm fine with just the one. If it's really that big of a deal, if I find it super annoying, I'll probably mount it on this side. That way when I'm holding it, I can just reach forward with my thumb and use the push button that way. But again, if you do use this, you can just pop it off and give it a quick soft press, and that'll get you the low mode. But overall, I'm very happy with the light, and once I figure out what I'm going to do with the mount, this is going to be the light that I keep full-time on my AR pistol here. So that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time.